Okay, so I'll show you two sessions which I'm going to merge it, and you will get a clear idea how to do that. When you click on this, when you click on this, the export button on outside the reporting screen, because I have selected this project, and under this project, I want to merge. I want to concatenate these two sessions. Suppose I'll do I'll do the third one and the fourth one. So it will cover up these two. The inside portion of the stadium, I'll cover it, and it will show the concatenated part in my report. So I'll click on this. It will give me an option to select those files which I want to merge. See, there are option mentions that multi-floor merge and a single floor merge. Multi-floor merge is like when you want to create a PPT. Suppose right now I have 12 sessions. So I don't want to create a PPT. I don't want to create report of these 12 sessions, maybe more than that. If I'll have 20, 22 sessions, 40 sessions. So it would be very hectic. It would be a very long process that if you want the PPT of, if you want the report of every session you run. So it takes a huge time. So there is a more manual work in that. So in order to avoid this manual work, what we need to do, if you want separate report for every session, I'm saying separate report, separate PPT for every session. You just need to select those which you want to create and then click on multi-floor merge. It will, and that uh, you just set and see. It will create the selected numbers of the PPT you want to create. You don't need to go individually in every view detail and click on export, do the changes in settings. You don't need to do that. So just make the changes one time in your just make the changes one time in your settings, and it will create the PPT for you. Uh, the number of uh, the number of the number of sessions you have selected from here, and it will automatically create the selected files PPT, the report, and you don't need to do the individual export and import for every session. You just click on multi-floor. It will give you a warning that maybe some sessions do not have a complete data. Then it will show you that merging more than two sessions might give unexpected results. So don't worry about that. So you just click on OK, and it will start creating PPT for you. And one by one, the selected uh, number of sessions you have selected, it will create PPT for every session. This is the option. This is the uh, feature for multi-floor merge. Okay, so and right now I'm canceling that. I don't need that. Uh, Now I'll tell you that's the part of a multi-floor merge. If you want the individual PPT for every session in one go. Okay. Now And initially, I told you that uh, my one day, my first day testing is this one. Okay, my first day testing of this stadium is this one, and my another day testing is this one, and this makes my complete testing of my the complete drive of my this stadium testing. Okay, so now I want to merge these two these two sessions in one report. I want to see this the path in one PPT. So what I'll do, I'll choose that it's a uh, third session and the fourth session. Okay, so I'll click on export. I'll select the third and the fourth. Make sure before doing this, make sure that your image layout, whatever you have selected for your testing, whether it's an IDWave file, whether it's an image, whether it's another image layout, that should be same for two consecutive sessions. The more number of sessions you have selected, suppose I have selected 3, 4, 5, which I want to merge, which I want to concatenate the path of those 3, 4 sessions. The mandatory conditions for that is you should have the same image layout and the kit configuration should be same. That means kit configuration means if you run the test on those 5 sessions with the scanner only mode, then you should have the same scanner used in all those 5 sessions. Suppose you have run the test on with 6 devices, then you should have the same 6 devices in all the 5 sessions. Suppose you right now, I'll show you. I have uh, I have run the test with the scanner and the U scanner plus device. So my my kit configuration should be exactly same in both the sessions. Only after that it will allow me to concatenate or it will allow me to single floor merging. Okay, it will allow me for a single floor merging. Okay, I'll show you how. I'll select the third and the fourth. I click on single floor merge. I will create it. I create a new one. So now you can see on your screen that when the image layout will come, it will show you the complete screen. Now you can see both the paths on the image of the different. We have on the left side. You can see on your left side this portion. I'll show you. Yeah, this portion is a, third session and the other portion is a fourth session. So now you can see on your screen that it is now concatenate the two parts in one PPT. So you will get the merged data of these two sessions in one PPT. Okay. So now you can do more with this for more than two sessions. But make sure it should have the mandatory condition is to the mandatory condition is to have you should have a same image layout and the same kit configuration. Okay, you should have a same kit configuration of the same layout, the image layout, whether it's a scanner plus device or a device only mode, whatever it is. So now it's creating a PPT and I'll show you how it looks after the merging the single floor merge, and it will give you a complete clear idea about this merging part. So just wait for a few minutes. Okay, guys. Now you can see the single flow merging PPT. I have concatenated. I have merged two sections in one PPT. Okay, so in one report, I have merged two test data in one report. So as you can see, uh, the same yesterday I told you about. I gave you the brief about the PPT that it shows you. It shows you the session summary, the market, whatever you have built. It's the project idea. And on your next screen, it shows what different sessions, what two sessions you have concatenated in this PPT. So it shows you that I have concatenated that uh, the 036 GMT session and the 652 GMT session. Okay, so it gives you that information also. It gives you the device list also that I have used the DRT scanner and the six devices. Okay, more than six devices. I have used the seven devices. So now it shows you the device summary. Of course, it starts with the scanner part and give you the PCI information first. And see, now you can see on your screen that this part is of the third session, which I have selected, and this part is from the fourth session, and it is now concatenated in one PPT, in a one data. Concatenate both the sessions in one PPT, and as you can see, you will get it. Now I have the complete uh, stadium testing data in my one PPT. I don't want to create two different PPTs. So that's a feature from our Falcon Kit that you can easily create two more than two as per your choice. What number of sections you want to merge according to your data. Okay. So as you can see, this is the RSIP plot of it. So if we go, I'll show you the device portion also. These all are the scanner parts, the device information also. Okay, this is the device. I have one of the device which I have the device name, the UID is there, which run on LT, operator AT&T. It run completely on LT. UCR 8, JSON. Okay, command summary. What different command run on my this device? Okay, how many attempts? How many? Okay, failure, success, failure, abort. Okay, and the failure reason for that. Then the sister. Now this is the portion. Now you can see the data for two sessions have been concatenated in one PPT. Okay. So this one. Okay. Now I'll do the multi-flow for the same two sessions. So you'll get the idea that okay, the multi-flow for the same two sessions. For multi-flow merging, you don't need to have the same image layout. You don't need to have the configuration should be same. There is no mandatory condition for that. It's just you are creating multiple PPTs in one way. The more you selected the session, it will create the PPT for you. You don't need to do individual exporting for every session. Just select the n number of sessions from the top and then click on multi-flow merge and it will create the PPT for respective the every session. It will save the time of the user, but it don't need to create individual PPT for every session. Uh, as all you can see on my screen, it's completed with the first session, and it's exporting the PPT. Now it starts with the second session, which I have selected. Now it's creating the PPT for the second session. So it's basically it's just to save the manual time, the manual work for the user. No need for any manual work for individual creating PPT for every session. So you just need to select the sessions and click on multi-flow if you want PPTs for every session. Just click on multi-flow and just set while it's completed. I'll show you how it show you in a folder. There it is. It will create a zip file for that because it contains more than one PPT. So I'll click on this. And this is the session. This is the project ID. Under this project ID, you have this three PPT. The first one is the summary one. Whenever you have a multi-flow merge, suppose I'll have merged the five different sections, then you will have 6 PPT in this zip folder, because out of this 6, one is a summary report, in which it will just give you an information how many sessions you have multi-floor merged. Okay, how many sessions you have merged, how many sessions you have created a different PPT for that. So it's a session. This one is the session report. Now I'll give you the address. Now I'll open. So as you can see, it created two different PPT for two different sessions. So I've saved my time to not to create individual report for every. Okay. Same thing, session summary, the device list, device summary, and this is the first one. So now you can see this is the third session which I have selected. Similar way, you can see. Okay, so similar way, this is the fourth session, the second one which I have selected, which shows you, and the part of the second one shows you. Yeah, now you can see. Okay, so this is the main difference between the multi-floor merge and the single floor merge. In a single floor merging, you can concatenate, you can merge two sessions data in one PPT, but make sure you should have an image layout should be same for those two or more than two sessions, and the text configuration should be same, whether it's scanner only mode, scanner plus device, or the device only mode. Okay, and in the multi-floor merge, you will have a different, you will have individual PPTs for every session you have selected, and you can create it in one click. On one click, just click on multi-floor, and it will create a PPT for every session you have selected. Okay, so we're done with the multi-floor merging and the single floor merging. So let's Just give us 2 minutes. So we'll start with the next session, the FCT indoor testing, the functional cell testing. So just give me 1 minute. So I'll prepare for you. It is